But what you have got here is a renewable technology that's air to air. So it's connected by copper pipe, 1/4 inch and 3/8, pre-insulated. It's just dual pipe. It's just a 20-meter coil of dual pipe. This, it's fire resistant and very straightforward to install. It really is. So that's how these two connect, and then with your electrical supply. So if we think about the thermal waste from, say, an oil boiler and radiators, we think about all the pipe work, the system water that's got to be heated. That boiler's typically going to send about 65 degrees into the radiators to give you about 20-21 degrees in your room. So with this, there's no thermal waste, there's no energy wastage. We're getting the air from the garden, the compressor's doing its job to superheat this refrigerant, which is coming to the indoor unit, which is now throwing heat off into your room space. Fabulous. So you'd have one of these in your room instead of a radiator, hypothetically. So for, can we just say, a 3-bedroom house, you might want maybe 5 units, you know, in the house with your multi-split air-to-air heat pump outside. Great, renewable technology. The seasonal energy efficiency ratings and the seasonal coefficient of performance figures for Panasonic, they produce one of the best in the world. You know, they produce some of the best figures on the market, which is great. So efficiency-wise, it's gonna far more outperform any oil boiler. So it really is something to think about. You may even have a small apartment and think, rather than have, you know, traditional heating boiler, you might want to come away and lower the carbon footprint of your apartment and think, oh, I could have a multi-split, you know, have some wall-mounted units and your outdoor unit, you know, in a suitable location. The outdoor units, by the way, they can either sit on their feet, anti-vibration feet, or they can be wall-mounted on L brackets. So there's a number of ways that we can get a solution into a property, from apartments, bungalows to stately homes. We can do that. The interesting thing about the Panasonic Etherea is, as it works, it's actually purifying the air as we allow it to operate. So the other green light there is the NanoeX light. It's telling you it's on. We can turn it off on the remote controller if we didn't want it on. But basically what's happening now is it's purifying the air in the room space. So it's taking out the pollens and the odours, the bacteria, and it is certified for some bacteria. So it really is worth looking into, the air-to-air option. I've got to do this one more time. I just really love how quickly it throws that temperature off into the room space. It's absolutely fantastic performer. So that's the Panasonic Etherea. That would be your wall unit inside your room space, and this is your air source heat pump, which will be sat in the garden. It's an air source heat pump, air to air type, connected by refrigerant pipes and an electric supply. Thanks for watching.